Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently holding for further traffic clearance.
Check out Kristen's new website, magicaljourneysvacations.com, for all your vacation needs. Disney, Universal, cruise lines, and more.
Thank you for traveling with us.
magicaljourneysvacations.com. Have her book your magical vacation today.
Welcome back to yet another edition of WDW After Dark, your webcast for everything you care about, including coffee or beverages, which I am desperate in need of. Maybe I should have taken that earlier. But anyway, I am Aljon Go. We're joined by our illustrious co-hosts, Jeff, Kristen, Eric, and before we get started, don't forget to check out all of our great shows and archive of shows there at wdwafterdark.com. Also, our links to Amazon. You can check out our links to Fandango and Kristen at magicaljourneysvacations.com because you're planning your Disney trip. You want to take everyone in your family. You want to plan a magical gathering. You want to take a Disney cruise. Have no fear. Kristen is here. magicaljourneysvacations.com. She'll book your trip for you and save you money. And what did you say, Kristen?
Any cruise. They can go on any cruise. It doesn't have to be Disney. I can book any
But it
cruise.
should be.
Yes. Not to mention that, but also not just any Disney or any cruise, but also Adventures by Disney. Click on our link to learn more and get your free quote today there at wdwafterdark.com. And now on with the show.
WDW After Dark, now loading.
WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. Starring Jeff Davis, Aljon Go, Kristen Hetzel, and Eric Allen. WDW After Dark is live and uncensored. Call the hotline at 410-98-WDW-AD. Follow us on Facebook at WDW After Dark Webcast and Twitter at WDW After Dark. Headline news, Disney food, video games, Marvel and Star Wars. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. And now prepare yourself for WDW After Dark.
You'll never find. On today, my name is Aljon Go, lifelong Disney fan, also a substitute now for a Lou Rawls in the deep dark voice. We're singing, recruiting 70s R&B hits, folks, tonight on the program. We're joined by our panel, our talking heads, if you will, Mr. Jeff Davis, the news monster. Hello, Jeff.
And how are you doing?
We're doing good. We're keeping the smile train rolling, and we've got a lot of great things to talk about. I'm glad that you're joining us here. Also, our travel guru and Disney foodie from diningatdisney.com, Kristen. Hello.
Hello. You know what I want to give, because tomorrow's my birthday, I want to give birthday shout outs to everybody that has a birthday this month that I know listens to our show. So like Tony Casanova, he had a birthday already this month, as well as Hope Becker. Her daughter Lauren has the same birthday as me. So
Ryan Hurley. Ryan Hurley.
Yes, Ryan Hurley had one.
He already had his birthday. Ryan and I should have shared a birthday, except
You were late.
I was way late. Jason Pointer, who we already did a birthday celebration with when we were in Disney. We went and celebrated our birthdays, and I said I had never tried Louis VIII, that cognac. He ended up buying a shot of that, and I have to say, it's very pricey.
We talked about that.
If you ever have the chance to try it, you absolutely should. It's an experience.
I like it.
It's very unique. And then Nicole Coffin has a birthday this month, as well as Jennifer Toto. So
Should we do birthday shout
all of
outs?
us November peeps.
We should do birthday shout. Jeff, note we should make birthday shout outs at least once a month to our listeners.
Once a month, okay. I can. I'm down with
Yeah,
that.
down
We
with
should do
that?
birthday shots.
Oh my gosh. Whatever happened to the times where we just got freaking wasted on this program?
We never did get freaking wasted on this program.
And why haven't we?
I beg to differ.
Okay, all right.
right.
Some of us have, some of us haven't.
Rule number 1 of After Dark Fight Club. Yeah, I don't know. There's no rules. Although,
Why do we have a fight club?
Back then, there were none.
yeah, that's right. Eric, you got to say something.
No, I'm just saying, yes, folks, this is live.
Yeah, you see, it only works if you say something. Otherwise you just hold it up.
That's one thing I miss about the old, like doing it on Blab and doing it on Skype, because you could see all of our cameras going on at the same time. So these are, and I mentioned this not too long ago. I actually found these old cue cards that I had when we were back in the early days. So I figured, well, they're sitting here, use them.
Do you guys miss the live chat and all that? Do you miss it? Jeff is nodding his head.
Yeah. I enjoy being able to interact with people, but
okay,
we get to interact with each other too. So,
well, that's true.
I miss the platforms where you can see everybody at the same time and the same size on the screen, because I feel somewhat disconnected when we use Hangouts because of the fact you can only see one person. So I feel like we're not, I don't know, I just feel a little disconnected, but that's me.
Well, there is a new format, I believe, that our friends at Disney Parks Podcast had adopted over the past couple weeks. I'm going to have to do some investigation of how we can make it
Be
work.
Live. Is that it?
Yeah. So we'll have to see. I mean, maybe this is something we can try in New Year. New Year's right around the corner. And what do you think? Please send us your emails and your comments, wdwafterdark@gmail.com, or you can leave it in response to our video or our podcast that we're posting, and we'll go back through and we'll definitely listen to what you have to say. If you find a different platform that is good for us for this program, we'd love to hear about it. But without any further, yes, go ahead.
The New Year dining at Disney needs a new logo. Just saying.
Oh,
it needs a new logo for 2017.
I know who you're talking to.
Hey, really quick.
I haven't forgotten.
We've been pushing this back forever. But Kristen, before we get into our top 5 segment, you had something you wanted to discuss with our panel, because you recently caught up with our show about the top 5 musical bands that we wanted to see at Into the Beat concert series a while back.
Yes. So after listening to the show, I came up with 2 lists, because originally when we had discussed this was going to be bands that we could really potentially see. These weren't like daydream ones. So I was inspired by everybody's, especially Jeff's list of daydreams, since, they were daydream bands and artists. So I came up with my list that I felt was just as plausible as Jeff's list. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
Then I'll give my other list. So this list, here we go.
Oh no.
Blind Melon, back, with Shannon Hoon.
Oh, God.
Stone Temple Pilots with Scott Weiland. Nirvana with Kurt Cobain.
Everybody who's dead is what you're saying.
NXS with Michael Hutchence. And last but not least, Frank Sinatra.
I was so expecting Jimi Hendrix there.
But on to my real list, since those people will never be performing at Into the Beat.
He's got his mic muted, but he's smiling and laughing in the corner, and he's dying to say something. I don't know what he's going to say.
I love that list. I absolutely love that list. It is so awesome.
He's biting his tongue, man. Oh, God. All right, Kristen. So you have an actual
No, I
legitimate list?
put some serious thought into all this as we were listening to the podcast.
Hey, some of our listeners might not know that some of those people are actually dead.
But yeah, my whole list, all those people are dead, so it's not possible with that list. But with the following list, these people are alive, so it is possible. I put Depeche Mode on there. I thought that would be an interesting throwback to the late 80s. The Cure, which has had hits over several decades, they hardly tour in the U.S. anymore, but I think it would be awesome to see them. My next one, I think I'm going to just say Chris Cornell, because that way he could do more than Soundgarden songs, and his solo stuff is really awesome. But I think he would be cool to see.
Yeah, now touring with Temple of the Dog, of all things. That's cool.
And and the thing is when he performs, he plays small venues. He's not playing the big arenas; he's playing the small venues. So that would be cool.
I feel like you're doing all alternative rock bands. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. Lecious Jackson, like pop alternative.
Okay.
And then, of course, one of my favorite bands is Better Than Ezra, and they always play small places anymore. So definitely, I think they would be very doable to have at Eat to the Beat, and that would be so much fun to see them perform there.
My band opened up for Better Than Ezra. You were on stage for that, were you not, Kristen? Were we dating at that time? Or
yes, because I sat on the stage.
There you go. Good.
Why they were playing, and that was super cool.
There you go. Nice. Jeff, what are your thoughts on her list?
I like the first one better. Just kind of throwing that out there. I like the first one better.
Well, thank
Especially when she said Stone Temple Pilots, I was like, oh, wow, that's a really good one.
I know, right? Oh, yeah, it's so not Disney, by the way. Afraid you're not going to hear Sex Type Thing on the old thing there. And Lord knows if you camp out for Stone Temple Pilots, you'll probably be there, if he was still alive, if he was still alive, you might be there for a little while, because they have been known to start their shows very late for some ubiquitous reasons. But,
WDW After Dark presents Disney Discussion, a roundtable panel.
talked about right now. We are now into our top 5 for this week. Kristen, you want to kick us off and tell us what we're going to be talking about today?
Today, we are going to be talking about our favorite dining experiences at the Disney parks. Now, this can be anything from a popcorn cart to a signature dining restaurant. So you have at least more than 300, maybe around 400 different choices that you can choose from. And of course, this includes anything within the Disney gates.
Okay. Sounds
so things
good.
like Disney Springs, Four Seasons, whatever, none of that stuff is off the table.
Or you
have a lot of places
so
to choose
to
from.
speak.
You can even have a Dole Whip over there. So, you want to get a Dole Whip, and your Dole Whip Aloha aisle is where you want to go. So be it. That's awesome. So, Kristen, you want to go ahead and get us started?
Sure. I am going to say, now I have to say, this list is very difficult for me to try and come up with. But I did. And I'm going to say my number 5 is going to be Raglan Road. You can experience delicious food. They have fantastic drinks. Depending on where you're located, you can sit outside where they have some live entertainment, inside where they have live entertainment. They have dancers, music. So, it's a fun night.
Oh, man, I love that. Jeff.
Oh, like she said, this is so hard to narrow down just to 5. So, experience called the kitchen sink.
Oh, I knew someone was going to say that.
Yeah. Which I have attempted myself, my solo trips. Of the SR gang with me or anything. I mean, it was literally just a solo trip, and I at the time didn't know what it was, so I decided why not give it a try. And when they brought it out to me, I wish somebody could have had a camera to take a picture of my face. Did I finish it? No.
And for those of you that don't know, the kitchen sink is available at Beaches and Cream over at Disney's Beach Club.
So that's my number 5.
I was going to say, here's a look at the kitchen sink. Check this out, everybody.
How much of it did you actually eat?
I want to say I made it more than halfway.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Did you feel sick leaving there?
I was very bloated in so many words, I guess. I didn't get sick or anything. The hardest part for me was the actual solids. Eating the ice cream portion was not that bad, but the solids of it, when you add that to everything else is when you really start hitting that wall. You just leave it to ice cream, it's a little more doable. But man,
you get to
the cookies,
solids,
the brownies, you get to the banana and everything else, and it starts combining with the ice cream. It just anymore. I was proud of myself after I got done. Don't get me wrong, but
did you take a picture of how much of it you finished?
I don't remember if I took a picture or not. Doable is the miniature version that you can get on Main Street USA right now. The kitchen sink that's actually shaped like Mickey's pants, and you can take home your bowl and everything else. That's a little more doable. But if you got a good group of people and a hearty appetite and you haven't had anything that day, give it a shot. It's really good.
This is it's crazy. You talk about the solids. I totally forget about how much, cookies and brownies they put in that thing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, but it tastes fantastic though.
It's like they put like sections of donuts and stuff in there. I'm like, what the heck, man? What's going on in that thing? They really are throwing everything, including the kitchen sink in that one.
No kidding. Yeah.
So that's a good one. I like it. For me, I think one of my favorite dining experiences is actually with the Yachtsman Steakhouse. And I love Yachtsman Steakhouse so much. Like I said, I am a carnivore. No, the guys on the panel here are definitely steak eaters. They love steak. And I walked out. No disrespect to anybody, but I walked out. I was so pleased with my steak. And I talked to the guys in the back as we were leaving because it's an open kitchen. And I said, if God were to have a steak, it would be from Yachtsman's. That's how good it was.
Oh, there you go.
And it was just so full of flavor. And to this day, I haven't found a steak. Even at STK, I have not found a steak. Maybe Bolin Bear comes to a very close second. And I say that I say that because I did not have, Kristen and I, when we eat at Bolin Bear over at the over there at the Waldorf Astoria, I have to say that it's always a filet. But when I eat steak, typically if I had a choice to order it, instead of using a prefix menu, I'm going to go for like a New York strip, because that is where like I find the most flavor for my steak. And boy, did I find it. So plus the ambiance of that place is great. White glove service. They have the little 2-credit restaurant if you're on the dining plan, but because it's signature dining, but they have a little crumb sweeper and everything, and they go through and they always make sure that your glasses are full and that you're always taken care of. They bring by bread when you need it. It's just a really great experience. So how about you, Eric?
I'm gonna say my number 5 is Ohana. Ohana at the Polynesian, because you talk about being carnivore, meat on a stick, bringing around every so often as long as you can eat it. If that is not heaven for a carnivore. I don't know what is. But plus, like you said, the ambiance is incredible. I love the place. And, of course, you can get the Lapu Lapu there.
We like that. The big pineapple drink.
There you go.
And it's all you can eat. I mean,
exactly.
You have as much of that meat on a stick that you want. If that's all you want to eat, that's all you have to eat. It doesn't matter.
You get pork, chicken, turkey, beef. Yeah.
I like the coriander wings.
Well, those are good too. And the peanut sauce.
Oh, yes.
The peanut sauce is almost like peanut butter on meat.
Oh, you wouldn't think that's great, but man,
you
it's so
would
yummy.
not. You would not. But dear God, it is fantastic. And I don't know if they still do this, but one of the last times I was there, they had the pineapple with the caramel.
Mm. Oh yeah, the skewer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the pineapple skewers with the caramel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, you're.
I am not the world's biggest pineapple fan, unless I'm drinking stuff out of one. But that was fantastic too.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. All right, getting hungry, folks? I hope so. Kristen?
Am I hungry?
No,
Yes,
you're
I'm
next.
hungry.
You are next, right?
I know. I know. Okay, so I am going to go with Bolin Bear at Waldorf Astoria, Orlando. Because not only is the food incredible, and the atmosphere is very elegant, but the service makes it even it is what makes the experience there. I mean, your service with the food and the atmosphere just makes it something well worth doing. And I would say if like Victoria and Albert's is out of your price range, this is then your next must do, because it's just a great experience. I mean, the food is phenomenal. The server goes through and will explain everything to you. Explain the wine pairings, explain the handcrafted cocktails to you. I mean, they know so much about the menu and the way things are made and where the wines come from and all of that it's just a phenomenal experience. And Aljon, you're showing all of these pictures, and it is really making me want something much better than the lean pocket that I ate for dinner.
Right?
Killing me.
Well, hey, this is from your website, so look at that. Look at that steak. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, look at that. I believe that was mine. I sliced that open. Good stuff. Okay, Jeff. Ball's in your court, buddy.
It's a simple one, and there's nothing too extravagant about it. There's nothing that goes along with great theming unless you count the land that it comes from, and the opportunity to grab a Dole Whip, sit down really close to where the Jungle Cruise is at, and listen to the skippers as they go by is one of my favorite things to do. Because one, it's hot enough when you're in Florida, but the Dole Whip, the ice cream, the pineapple juice, sitting in the shade right there next to the Jungle Cruise is just something special. And if you've never tried the Dole Whip before, don't let the pineapple kind of scare you if you're not a pineapple person. You can switch it around a little bit. You can choose different things if you want, but just give it a try. Just try it. Aljon has said that so many times.
Try it.
Thank you. That's all you have to do. And, it's considered a snack credit, so it's not like you have to spend a lot of money. It doesn't cost a lot of money either. It's something great to enjoy as a family, as a couple, or if you're on a solo trip, it is just a great way to just do some people watching. And the Dole Whip itself, a lot of people will tell you, is their must do on any vacation that they go on, whether it be Disneyland or Walt Disney World. They have to have a Dole Whip, period, the end. And the setting, you can sit there, watch Aladdin, spin around, or you can sit outside the tiki room and listen to the drums, or you can take it anywhere that you want. But you make the experience your own when it comes to the Dole Whip. Don't just sit at the table. Go somewhere nice and enjoy it. So, yeah, I love me.
I like it.
You can now take the Dole Whip into the Tiki Room.
There you go.
Yeah, you can. And even if you don't want to have it, or you don't want to go to the parks, go over to the Polynesian right there by the pool. As you walk out the double doors in the back, when you go through the lobby, they sell Dole Whips right there. You don't even have to go to the park if you don't want to. Take it, sit outside, watch Wishes from the beach there at the Polynesian if you want to. It's an experience you can take, and like Kristen said, in many different places. So, really
That's
good.
awesome. Awesome, Jeff. All right. Believe it's up to me.
Eric.
For me, Eric, it is Eric's.
No, I go last.
Yeah, I thought Eric goes last.
I go last.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I am going to put this out there. I'm going to go with, and yes, I'm going to mention another, quality dining experience, but that is not what my entire list is going to be comprised of, folks, just so you know. But this is so it's so worth mentioning. Kristen had already or I had reviewed this with me, and I love it. It's the Four Seasons Ravello, and I love this place so much. The best Italian food I think I've ever eaten, for hands down. Chef Fabrizio is absolutely amazing. He is an award-winning 5-star chef, if I'm not mistaken, and this guy, can he cook? I mean, it's ridiculous. So I will definitely say, if you get a chance to venture over there to the Golden Oak area, and you're able to see Chef Fabrizio, or at least his staff, they will treat you right there at the Four Seasons. And that's all I could say. It's just an amazing Italian restaurant. And try the limoncello. You'll thank me later. Best Italian food ever. Eric?
Okay. Now, in contrast to the Four Seasons and the Yachtsman Steakhouse, I'm going to go something a little bit more earthy for this one. The Hoopty Doo review over there at Fort Wilderness. Okay. Comfort food. Frontier I can't say Outback food, because that would be, Outback Steakhouse. No, I'm talking about the fried chicken, the baked beans, the mashed potatoes, almost like KFC, just never ending. And of course, all the beer you can drink too.
Or wine, or sangria.
Or wine. Yeah, but if you're like me, you're going for the beer, but that's okay. And plus, how the entertainment also adds to that experience. You've got the entertainment pretty much happening all around you. So it was kind of a tough choice for this one for me, between Hoopty Doo and Trail's End. But Hoopty Doo, the live entertainment, the dinner theater, that's what makes it. That's what makes it for me.
I love that place.
I love that place. Look at that. So much fun can be had there. And has everyone tried the Hoopty Doo review before? I don't know. Jeff? I don't know if Jeff's ever tried it, but I think I love their fried chicken so much. I mean, I love their fried chicken.
I could go for some of their cowboy beans right now.
Oh,
beans? Yeah,
oh my God, the cowboy beans are great.
I have never been there.
Oh,
never.
You and Nicole have to go. You have to go.
Like Aljon says, try it.
Try it.
I tried to convince some people for this upcoming trip, and it's not something that they wanted to do. So
wrong.
Smack them upside the head, because they clearly deserve it.
They're wrong. They're not there.
I know.
Right. Okay, look at this. Yummy strawberry shortcake. Dude, this is grandma's recipe. How can you not go to grandma's recipe for the shortcake? It's so good, Jeff.
Yeah, it does look good. It really does.
I mean, look at that. It's one of, okay, I'll put it to you like this. The grandma's shortcake is one of my favorite desserts of all at Disney. It's one of my favorite desserts of all time. It's so good. Eric, believe it or not, I think, and there's the beans, cowboy beans.
There's the beans. Yeah.
Definitely stole one of mine for sure. So,
More beans, Mr. Taggart. I'd say you boys has had enough.
Kristen, we're back up to you.
Okay, so I am going to go with Kappa over at Four Seasons. Now, I almost went with Ravello, but what puts Kappa over the top is this location is set up at the very top floor of Four Seasons. And in addition to the restaurant, you also have a bar, but there's outdoor seating area, which overlooks all of Walt Disney World. The view of this gives you the ability to see fireworks, nighttime entertainment that takes place at Magic Kingdom, at Epcot, and at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So you can sit outside after dinner, or if it's during your dinner, you can walk out there, step outside, watch the fireworks, or after dinner, sit down, have a nice handcrafted cocktail, sit in one of the nice chairs outside, enjoy some good company and some fireworks. So that's why, I mean, it's just a really cool thing that you can see all of the nighttime entertainment taking place there. And so that's why that had to overrule Ravello.
I totally get it. You know, let's say the four of us meet up at the Four Seasons. We could literally grab a Coke, grab some fries, you know, get a little appetizer or something, or a cocktail, and then sit outside and watch probably one of my favorite views in all of Disney property to watch Wishes. I mean, it's very similar to going to what is it? The rooftop over there at the Contemporary.
California Grill?
At California Grill, yes, sir. But it's not quite as packed, you know, it's just a little bit more laid back. So that is definitely an alternative. Jeff.
Okay, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I tend to like my dining experiences to be fun and extravagant and entertain me as I continue to go. So the next place that I find just so much fun, and it's such a wonderful family environment. But I want to just read to you a few of the offerings that you can get there. Let's see, the chicken T-Rexadillas. You've got the burger. You've got, let's see here, prehistoric pasta, the carnivores, and then, of course, my absolute favorites, which I have had numerous times. And when it comes to meat, yes, I am a carnivore. That would be the Boneyard Buffet, because you get the fire-roasted rotisserie chicken. You get the slow-roasted St. Louis-style pork ribs, waffle fries, coleslaw, all you want. And the theming inside of this restaurant, short of truly amazing. Thanks. They've got dinosaurs. They've got all kinds of great stuff. You ain't got to pay admission to get in there. It's right there in Disney Springs. The TRex Cafe is an awesome, awesome experience. And the food, you would think at a place like that, oh, well, they've done really great with the theming. The food is probably subpar. Yeah. No. Phenomenal. Drinks are phenomenal. If I could go there every single night, I would. I mean, but it's not exactly the cheapest place to go eat, but you know,
it's fun, man.
Tell you what,
I agree.
It is a lot of fun. It is so much fun. And the kids have to see a kid's face when they walk into this place is like them seeing Cinderella Castle for the very first time. Much going on in each room. Each room, as you can see, each room has its own theme. There are animatronics moving around all over the place. There are meteors falling. The fish tanks are nothing short of phenomenal, even though one busted on a family one time. But
they fixed it.
They fixed it. Yeah,
and the
no
fish
problem.
survived.
Yeah, everybody was okay. Some were wet, others weren't. But this place is just so cool. So much fun. You got to try the T-Rex if you've never been there. And though, you got to be quick. You got to be fast because they go very, very quickly. So
That's true. Make sure that's another one of those places you have to set your dining reservations for early on.
Yeah,
you
I
do.
was wondering
Yeah.
when this place would show up on somebody's list.
Yeah. Well, Jeff didn't let us down, that's for sure.
Oh no, has he ever?
No.
Try not to.
Let's see, Eric.
No,
Is it Kristen? again?
You there.
What was it? Me.
you,
Yes.
Oh,
you
me.
there.
Okay.
Kristen,
so-
Jeff, you, me.
Yeah, I
Stay
made
with the
that.
tour,
I made that.
Aljon.
All right, I know. Sorry. Oh, okay. So here we go, folks. You know, I love my Asian heritage. I really do. And along those lines, I also have a love for the spirit of Aloha. And even though when we went, Kristen and I, and she did give me that as a birthday gift or anniversary gift rather, for the spirit of Aloha. And the food was great. The show was very entertaining. Very interesting fire dancers for sure. And hula going on, but I enjoyed it. I love the food, and I really wish that I probably, I really wish, we got more of our drinks, but that was just, we had a bad server. It wasn't, our server was not very good, but the food was fine, and the entertainment was also very good. So if you get a chance to do Spirit of Aloha, understand it is very expensive, much like the Hoopty Doo review, as Eric mentioned.
It ain't cheap. Yeah.
It ain't cheap, but it sure is fun. Be sure, though, you come with an empty stomach and make sure they keep those drinks flowing. You might want to order at least a couple at a time, just saying, and take that Disney transportation back to your resort, because you don't want to be driving. It's another thing I'm saying to you. You might as well get every bit you possibly can until they kick you out. So so just keep on eating and drinking and enjoying yourself there. I would say that a dinner show like this might be a little bit better for people if you have teens in your group, just because of, it is an awful lot to pay, and the kids will probably be more distracted by anything on this particular show. So you may want to make sure that if you want to make your money, worth it, that the kids are probably a little bit older to enjoy it and take advantage of all the food. But Spirit of Aloha on the old list. All right.
Okay, now me.
Yeah, now it's here.
Now me. Okay. We've been talking about dinner shows this time around pretty good bit. And mine is really no exception to that. But I'm going with a slightly different take on dinner show than like Hoopty Doo or Spirit of Aloha. But this one is Cosmic Rays.
Oh, wow.
They're in the Magic Kingdom. Counter service. Love the variety of menu offerings that you can get at Cosmic Rays. It doesn't feel like your typical counter service food joint. The chicken is great. The ribs are great. Yeah, we go back to the carnivorous part of it. Yes. But to me, yes, Sunny Eclipse makes that. It is the difference. And it's a shame that you don't have more places like that in the Disney parks. I mean, you've got the TRex, you've got the Rainforest Cafe that kind of has animatronic stuff going on, and that's great. And I love those places. But this is set up, well, it's like the show, and he's actually pretty entertaining. So I do love that. And that's the plate I'm talking about, Aljon, right up that you just scrolled past. The chicken and rib combo. I'm getting hiccups. I'm hungry for it now.
He's getting hungry.
I am.
Or like, those are the best ribs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
it
was
doesn't
so
feel
devouring
like
that.
a quick service credit. It doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
It's like flame stick barbecue all over again.
Yeah.
God. Unbelievable.
I'll just leave that there.
Yeah,
Let it marinate for a second. Let it marinate in your mind.
So good.
Meat.
Oh, my eyes are like saucers.
I've got to eat soon. This is killing me.
Sorry, Jeff. It's like the worst top 5 to have before you eat dinner, you know?
It is the worst top 5 on an empty stomach, I'm telling you. Yeah.
You know, we have gotten comments on shows that we've done like this, as well as Dining at Disney, where people get hungry after listening to these shows. It's just, I wonder why.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I can't know. I mean, wow. So good. I like it. I like it, Eric. All right. We're back to square one, Kristen.
I am going to have to go with one that Eric mentioned previously, and that would be Hoopty Doo review. Because
Hoopty Doo. Yeah.
Awesome entertainment. It's just a lot of fun. It truly is an experience. So that's why that had to make my list. I mean, you can't be good food and good entertainment at the same time. And
this is a hard list.
I have to say, this is one of Natalie's favorite places, and she is not a foodie by any means. I mean, she's all about the you eat to live, and that's the extent of the purpose of food. But she goes here. She's been to the show many times. Connor twice has been part of the show. And it was one of those things. She's like, you have to try it. She's like, I don't know if you'll like it because, you know, it's like home kind of country cooking. And I know that's not really your thing, but she's like, it's so much fun. And so of course, we tried it. I loved it. I even texted her from the show and was like, why do you think I would have liked this? It's so much fun.
I love it.
And they have the best ribs that I have had at Disney.
Yeah.
They just fall off the bone. And I am going to say overall, I do not like ribs because they're often overcooked, dry, chewy. Just that's not my thing. So these, you bite in, they fall off the bone. Tender, great barbecue. They're moist. So yeah. Hoopty Doo musical review.
Nice. All right. Jeffy.
Where else in Walt Disney World can you get some of the tallest glasses of beer?
Oh,
You can get sausage platters. You can get liver sausage. You can get some of the very best pretzel rolls that you probably ever put in your mouth. Scoop, of course. Oh, the beer garden. Again, another really fun place to go and eat. I love the atmosphere. The atmosphere of the beer garden, along with the food. The food itself is just, I've never had a bad meal there, ever. I've never had to question whether or not this would be good. Well, except the Brussels sprouts. I don't eat Brussels sprouts. I tried them. I didn't like them.
Good Brussels sprouts.
No. Other than that,
They have Brussels
the beer
sprouts
garden.
there?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Brussels sprouts person, I despise them in every way possible. And I said, well, I'm going to at least try it. And I did, and I didn't like it.
Oh, it's good
and bacon. Still, the family atmosphere that you have when it comes to the beer garden, it's not just you, it's your family and also somebody else's family or another couple. And it's a party atmosphere every single day, every single month is Oktoberfest inside that building. And if you want to feel good and be in a good family party environment, the music is fantastic. The kids get to dance around on right by the stage. Beer garden is the place to be. Really good.
Even the adults can dance around by the stage.
Oh, sure, if they want.
Can
Yeah.
dance
And if they've had enough beer, they will.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah. And that's not too hard. As big as those beers are. Yeah.
One liter.
Man, Jeff,
Leader, baby.
That was good.
So good.
I like it.
Yeah.
So good. It really is. All right. So along that same line, Jeff, that was a really good one. I'll go back to Raglan Road. It's one of my favorite go-to places. It's a great place to meet up with friends. It's not in the park. so you don't have to have a park admission. You can simply get in, enjoy the many areas they have for you there. You can go into the main dining room, which is great. Check out all the great Irish dancing, Irish bands performing. You could check out one of the little side nooks and crannies there. They have a bunch of places for you to kind of get away from it or sit at the bar, or one of my personal favorites, the outdoor area, where they have usually an acoustic guitar player singing a lot of Irish folk songs, and people are out there having their beers and their drinks and stuff. Or if you simply want to get something to go, just go to Coke's Dublin, which is just right there as well. And you can get your fish and chips to go, along with the your fried dough.
No, they don't have any more.
They don't have the dough anymore. The fried dough, the fried
No mo dough.
No more fried dough bar.
No dough bar. That's
no.
No mo dough.
No mo dough.
Nope.
Deemed unhealthy by the Irish Republic. I don't know. I'm just joking. I don't know. It's not the most healthiest food in the world, though. I'll tell you that.
Neither is half the stuff you can eat in Ireland. Big deal.
That's okay. It's still very yummy. I suggest you go over there and have the Dalkey Duo. Kristen and I love having the little sausages and the mustard. The beer flights are amazing. Please do that. Kristen's favorite, if you love seafood, is It's Not Bleeding Chowder, which is great. I happen to like the shepherd's pie is great, and my must-have there is also a dessert. It's called the bread pudding, and it's absolutely my favorite bread pudding in all the world. So check out Raglan Road. Now, where are we, Kristen?
Eric.
Oh God, I keep on forgetting about Eric. I'm looking at Kristen.
How can you forget about me? I'm right here.
So sorry, Eric. I know
we're going in order of age.
I know. What? Oh.
Yes, we're going in order of age.
Wow.
Wowzers.
Dang blasted kids. Forget about me.
Wowzers.
I'm the one supposed to be forgetting about everything. Anyway, one thing I cannot forget about is Wolfgang Puck Express down there in Disney Springs.
Good one.
It is one place that it's a quick service, but it doesn't feel like a quick service. And I know I said that about Cosmic Race, but this one especially so, because I just got 3 words for you: bacon wrapped meatloaf. If that does not bring drool to your mouth, you're probably a vegan. I'm just saying.
Or you don't like meatloaf.
You can't not like meat and not like this. I'm sorry, But yes, I love the place and love the recent refurbishments that they did to it to kind of like expand that dining area, turn it from like a completely outdoor into like a kind of like a sunroom thing. I like that. And besides just the meatloaf, the other stuff that they've had there, the pizzas, the garlic mashed potatoes, all that, it's really good. And it's a place that, well, at the time it didn't seem that crowded, but it's kind of gotten that way over the past few years, mainly because, well, people are finding out it's just that darn good.
It doesn't help when food bloggers tell you it's the best place to use a quick service credit for the Disney dining plan either.
Like well, Kristen, you've said that. Right?
Now, hey, thanks, Kristen.
Eric, is this the east side or the west side version?
This is the east side.
Oh,
the marketplace.
The marketplace. Okay, much
over there by Days of Christmas.
Yes.
And Gourmet Pantry.
I will say,
there's a huge difference between those two expresses. Like, there's no reason to go to the west side unless you're already there and you're really wanting to eat at that minute, because the one over in Marketplace is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
I need to update that caption on that photo.
Yeah, we need to update it for sure. Nice one, Eric. Now we're back again to Miss Kristen.
And my number 1. This should not surprise anybody who has listened to this show for a while or has listened to Tiki Room. It is Beer Garden.
Nice.
Awesome food, awesome entertainment. It's fun. When you go, you sit with other people, so you make new friends. I mean, we've met people who were from, just down the interstate from us, in Tennessee. And we've met people who were from where I grew up. And you meet all kinds of different interesting people when you go there. And I would say, 99% of the time, you're going to have friendly people sit next to you. Only once in the many times we have been over the years have we ever had somebody that just really didn't want to socialize. But the entertainment is always a lot of fun. They do have wine as well as beer. So if you're not into the liter or a half liter of beer, you can also have wine. Plenty of food choices. The menu has gotten even better over the years with having a German at the helm. So you're getting pretty authentic German food there. And then, of course, the band, many of the band people are German as well. So you'll notice that when they start talking that there's a little bit of an accent there. And, and of course, who can beat cowbells? How often do you hear cowbells?
I love it.
And Alp horns.
There you go.
So
Ricola.
overall, a fun dining experience.
Very good, Kristen.
Jeff, what's yours?
Most of you would think that I would choose this as my number one, but I'm not, because that when it comes to food. So I figured I'd choose my other favorites.
And which is the one
when you combine?
Which is the one we think you're choosing?
Most
You're
people
not.
would think Jeff's going to pick the turkey leg. Jeff's going to pick the turkey leg. He loves the turkey leg. Not picking the turkey leg, no.
Okay.
When it comes down to enjoying, you think what?
I think I know, but I'm waiting.
I want to hear. No, I want to hear what you think I'm going to pick.
I think it's going to be Chef Mickey's.
It's not.
It is not, huh?
Shocked.
It almost made the list, but it did not.
I'm shocked.
There's a part of me that wants to say Kate May.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
We can talk. That's another top 5 we'll have someday. Places never to go again, ever.
Wow.
And this is something that is extremely, well, a lot of this stuff is extremely popular during Food and Wine. There's always a line in front of this booth. When you put a bowl of cheddar cheese soup in front of me,
ooh, yeah.
Or when you have the filet mignon, or when you have the black Angus ribeye, Canada, and you're at Le Cellier, it is if eating food was a moving or a heavenly experience, that's what it's like for me when I go to that restaurant and eat, because that cheddar cheese soup is. I was so upset one time, and this was, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, I guess. Kristen used to do a show on YouTube called Cooking with Mickey, and one of her very first videos that she did, teaching you how to cook things, at home that you could enjoy from Walt Disney World. She cooked cheddar cheese soup there at home, right there in that house where she's at. And I was just beside myself because I love the cheddar cheese soup so much. So much. It just killed me. But when it comes to the mushrooms and the filet mignon and the black Angus, it's just the atmosphere of Le Cellier I love. I absolutely love. I don't get to go there as often as I would, since they've now made it, what is it, up to a 5 dining service credits now, or is it still a 2? I can't remember. Kind of like to spread it around a little bit and not use all my dining credits in one spot, but I do love Le Cellier. I absolutely love it, and thank God you can get a taste of it at Food and Wine. So that's my number one.
You can always go up and order a bowl to go.
A bowl to go? I didn't
Yep.
know that.
Yep.
Hmm.
Now you know.
Let's see.
I tried making that.
Wow, that was
soup.
the second episode I did. Oh wow, look how
at
dark
this.
my hair is.
Look at
Oh,
this.
good Lord.
Cooking with Mickey. Loved it. Loved it. I've got it. I'm the only person on planet Earth that has these episodes on DVD, by the way.
That's true.
God, see, that just looks so good. I was so jealous watching this. So jealous. And she seemed rather happy with how it turned out when you sat down to eat.
Yes,
You know?
it's good.
I tried making that soup one time. It looked nothing like what's in that video right there.
Kristen, your hair is so dark. What happened?
I know. I actually don't look that bad with dark hair.
No, not
It's
at
been a
all.
long time since it's been that dark.
This was the early days of this was before even. This was before WDW Tiki Room. This was before After Dark.
It's definitely
This
before
was-
After Dark. Yeah.
Yeah. You're muted, Aljon. We can't
Yeah.
hear you.
That's before I even had I think I did that before I actually did the blog. I think I was doing those and posting them
so,
to
Yeah.
That's ours.
a
Yeah.
message
Yeah, the
board
Sorcerer Radio message board. Yeah.
Yeah.
back in the day of
I mean, this was
back in the day of
long-
message boards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the 2,000 plus views later, uploaded, and I'm sure you've got it on several times, but yeah, September 7th of 2010 is when we put that on YouTube.
No, so we were doing
crazy.
together.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh,
But I
you know
think
what?
we re-uploaded it because
we
you,
did.
yeah, because you initially had it on another place. So
Yep, I had it on my personal one.
Yeah.
yeah, and I think you have more than 2,000 views on that one. So
I'm sure I do.
yeah, crazy. I love it, Jeff. It's good stuff. So, I mentioned the fact that not everything of mine was going to be a high dollar restaurant thing, but I'm going to put my 2 cents back to where it all started. Hoopty Doo review. Love that place. Love doing it. Food is great. There's nothing that I could say to add to what Eric and everyone else had said about the Hoopty Doo review other than you should try it. Try it because you'll like it. And once again, probably the best ribs and the best fried chicken, the best everything. It's just so good. The dessert, the beans, the unlimited sangria. I mean, it's just what's not to love.
It's a really good family
Yes.
meal.
Now, do you have a tip, Kristen, about how families could perhaps go and get their seating toward the very front of the venue?
I know you used to be able to, you can purchase different tiers,
Ah,
and that would make a difference
okay.
as to
Well-
where you are seated.
Well,
There's a
If
tier
you-
that's closer to the front.
yeah, if you want to get a very front side seat, just remember that you might not be doing too much eating because you might actually be pulled up on stage to be part of the show. So keep that
They
in
will
mind.
pull you up. Yes,
They will. They will. Has a clone got pulled up on stage
Oh.
before?
No, the clone never got pulled up on stage, but one time we were sitting up on the balcony and Six Bix came along and he was waiting for like a cue, but he was sitting right next to the clone. And so the clone starts, those two made instant friends together. And so I have this picture where Six Bits is sitting there with his arms dangling out over the rail, and Mac is sitting there. Bless his heart, he's only like about 3, 4, maybe 5 at the time, and he's sitting there just like him, hunched over just like him, as like one of his cuteness overload is what it was.
Nice. And up last,
You
Eric.
remembered.
yes.
I'm impressed.
Yes, thank you. I'm the worst at hosting these things. Everybody's like, Aljon is the worst at hosting top fives because he doesn't remember who goes next.
Well, let's see. Jeff has said it. Kristen has said it. I'm not sure if you have said it, Aljon,
Nope.
but now I'm going to say it. It's Beer Garden.
Beer garden. Ding, ding, ding.
It is my favorite place in all of Disney property. Better than Haunted Mansion. Better. I'm telling you, if you give it a choice, if I could spend 3 hours in one place, either constantly riding Haunted Mansion or sitting there in Beer Garden, I'm taking Beer Garden because you can't have beer in the Haunted Mansion.
Haven't we spent about 3 hours there, Kristen?
I know I've spent at least 3 hours.
You could have
Easily.
beer in the Haunted Mansion, but not without breaking Disney law.
Yeah, there you go. It is mouse law. But no, I mean, it's like y'all have said, the atmosphere is so nice. I mean, this is one of the better theming jobs that they have done for a restaurant. I mean, San Angel Inn, it's nice. The inside of the Mexico Pavilion, fantastic. But it's like a town square at night during Oktoberfest. You've got the live music. Let me tell you something. If you walk out of that place and you're not full and you're not happier than you walked in, it's your own darn fault.
I agree.
Then there's something wrong with you.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
You're just
Now,
not getting the Disney experience there.
Yeah.
I love.
And I am not, I am a true blue carnivore through and through. And I am not a huge tomato person. But that tomato salad that they have there.
Oh my gosh.
The one with the cucumbers and the onion.
Yes.
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 Oh my gosh.
That right there is just, if I could find the recipe to that, if I find that recipe, I am making the crap out of that.
Kristen will find it for you. She knows how to
And
find
it's
it.
just, and the pretzels, the beer flight.
I have a recipe. I have an authentic German recipe for it.
Do you know?
Yeah, my dad makes that.
Okay.
I grew it's funny to me because when I go there, about half the food items on the salad section are things that we just grew up with normally having at dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
You
so
like the cucumbers that have like the sour cream based sauce and everything.
Yeah.
Got to eat that all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Oh,
I've had it.
But
It's authentic.
again, we go back to the beer. And yes, I do realize you can have wine, but it's not Wine
No.
Garden.
no.
It's
Beer.
not. You have the beer flight. If you don't know what kind of beer that you would like, I do recommend the beer flight. Yes, they're only like little midget glasses, so they give you just like you're gonna
Baby
want
beers.
to get a liter of something after this. They're baby beers. It's exactly what they are. Das Kinderbier or something like that, if you want to call it that.
Midget beers.
My personal preference is
Hey,
the
the
Alton
Bavarians. The Bavarians, they refer to the beers that they have in Cologne as test tube beers because their large is only a 10 milliliter.
At that point, why bother?
Oh yeah, it's
It's a beer
small
shot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a small beer.
I'll have a few beer
But-
shots right now. Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta do the liter beer, and my personal favorite is the Alta Munster Oktoberfest. Just it's not the darkest, it's not the palest, it's kind of right there in the middle, and it's I hate to see the bottom of that liter, but I always get there.
Thank you so much.
I wish they still had Hovels on the menu. That was one of my favorites.
Have what?
Hovels, when they had that beer, it was awesome, and they got rid of it.
Yeah.
And it made me very sad because I always you could not get me to walk past that without stopping and getting Hovels.
Well, we had an awesome list, folks. Thank you so much. We could have gone on and on as we do about Disney restaurants and dining. And, Victorian Albert's could have been on the list. We could have easily put down Flame Tree Barbecue as one as well. I mean, there's so many others we could
Could have
totally
put Earl of Sandwich on there.
Earl of Sandwich could have been one as well. There's so many.
But it
so many.
wasn't.
but maybe we'll save them for another time. Let's go ahead and share your social media with everybody. Jeff, go ahead.
All right, on social media, you got Twitter at DW_60 or at Jeff Davis _75, and make sure to check me out on Sorcerer Radio Thursday mornings for DW60. Great Walt Disney World music, and of course, headlines, press row comes up as well. Some great discussion on that. Check it all out Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm much appreciative of it.
Thank you, Jeff. Kristen.
diningatdisney.com on iTunes and Stitcher. You can find the Dining at Disney podcast. If you're looking on YouTube, you can find us at The Dining at Disney. And then on everything else social media, just follow Dining at Disney.
Wonderful. Eric.
You can find me on Twitter at Sorcom Review or at Uncle Servo. You can hear me on Sorcerer Radio Tuesday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern with Mighty Marvel Geeks along with Mike and Kylan, which you can also find that on iTunes and weebegeeks.net.
Great show. Love the show. Also, check out WDW Tiki Room on Sorcerer Radio at WDWTikiRoom.com as well. And also, follow me at JennyMouseketeer.com. All my social is there. I'd love to have you follow us. We've got Moana coming up. I keep on wanting to say Moana. It is Moana. We've got a red carpet coming up, so we're going to be having that on the WDW Tiki Room on Sorcerer Radio coming up in the weeks to come. And don't forget, you can also like, share, and subscribe at WDWAfterDark.com, YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn. Tell your friends you love After Dark. Don't forget, it's better after dark. And we will see you next time. Take care.